Have you ever wondered what it means to live a good life? Or why some people seem wise beyond their years? What if I told you that a man who lived over 2,000 years ago not only asked these questions, but actually answered them in ways that still guide us today? That man was Aristotle. And no, I'm not just named after him. This entire channel is dedicated to reviving his timeless ideas for the modern world. So in today's video, we're diving deep into who was Aristotle, and more importantly, what can we still learn from him today? Whether you're a student of philosophy, a lifelong learner, or just someone looking for clarity and direction, this is for you. Let's begin. Who was Aristotle? Aristotle was born in 384 BCE in Stagira, a small town in northern Greece. His father was the court physician to the Macedonian king, which gave Aristotle early access to the world of science and observation. At the age of 17, he moved to Athens and joined Plato's academy, one of the most prestigious schools of philosophy at the time. For nearly 20 years, he studied under Plato. But while he admired his teacher, Aristotle had a different approach. Plato believed that the world we see is just a shadow of a perfect, ideal reality. Aristotle, he believed reality is right here, concrete, observable, and deeply knowable. After Plato's death, Aristotle left Athens. He would go on to tutor a young boy named Alexander, who would grow up to be known as Alexander the Great. Eventually, Aristotle returned to Athens and founded his own school, the Lyceum. There he walked and talked with his students in what became known as peripatetic teaching. But Aristotle was no ordinary teacher. He wrote about ethics, logic, biology, politics, psychology, poetry, and even physics. He was the definition of a polymath. Some call him the father of Western thought. Others call him the original scientist. But beyond the titles, what did he actually teach? What we can learn from Aristotle. Let's now explore 5 timeless lessons. We can learn from Aristotle lessons that can still shape your life today. Lesson 1. Excellence is a habit. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Aristotle believed that virtue, things like courage, honesty, patience, aren't just traits you're born with. They're developed by practice. Just like playing an instrument or training your body, you build character by doing. Want to be confident? Practice courage. Want to be wise? Practice reflection. Want to be kind? Practice kindness, especially when it's hardest. Lesson 2. The golden mean. Aristotle taught that virtue lies between 2 extremes. Too little courage is cowardice. Too much is recklessness. Too little confidence is insecurity. Too much becomes arrogance. This idea of balance, or what he called the golden mean, teaches us to avoid extremes and find harmony in our behavior. In a world obsessed with more, Aristotle reminds us, wisdom lies in the middle. Lesson 3. Eudaimonia, the goal of life. Aristotle's word for happiness wasn't just pleasure or feeling good. It was Eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or the fulfillment of potential. He believed the purpose of life is to realize your true nature, to grow intellectually, emotionally, morally. It's not just about success or money, it's about becoming your best self. True happiness, he said, comes not from external things, but from living a meaningful, virtuous life. Lesson 4. Think critically. Aristotle formalized the rules of logic. He encouraged us to question assumptions, examine evidence, and reason clearly. In today's world of misinformation and emotional outrage, this lesson is more relevant than ever. Don't just believe something because it's popular. Ask, what's the evidence? What's the reasoning? Is this really true? Aristotle gave us the tools not just to think, but to think well. Lesson 5. Knowledge must lead to action. For Aristotle, knowledge wasn't just about knowing facts. It was about living wisely. Reading about courage is not enough. You must practice it. Learning about ethics means making better decisions. In his own words, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, and wisdom isn't passive. It moves you. It transforms you. Aristotle's legacy in our lives. Today you might not realize it, but if you've ever asked, what's the purpose of life? How do I make better decisions? Or what makes a good society? You're asking Aristotelian questions. His ideas form the foundation of modern science, politics, psychology, and education. The U.S. Declaration of Independence speaks of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That very idea, the pursuit of happiness, comes directly from Aristotle's notion of eudaimonia. Every time we seek balance in our lives, argue rationally, or try to live with integrity, we're living out his philosophy. He was a real philosopher.